In Black Myth Wukong Chapter 1, eventually you'll come across this guy known as the Black Wind King. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the tips, the secrets, and the strategies I use to defeat the Black Wind King easily. If you're the kind of fighter that likes to play things a little more defensively, then you might want to think about the pole stance for this fight, as most of this guy's ground attacks can't get through him. But personally, I prefer the smash stance, and it's all because of this pilgrim armor set that lets us run around the room and charge our heavy attacks, plus get more damage in while we're sprinting. Now, of course, you can't just run around the arena charging your heavy attack and expect to win this fight. There's a bit more to it. The Black Wind King's favorite move is probably turning into the Black Mist, where he gets to whip around the arena and slap you silly, but it's pretty easy to dodge if you know what you're looking for. To know when it's time to roll out of the way and dodge, look for the light to make a popping animation, plus if you listen carefully you can hear the pop. And when he's done with his little Black Mist move, he does a superhero landing in the middle of the arena that does an AoE attack. This is a great time to either use your gourd to heal or charge up a heavy attack. Another move he has, even if you're in the middle of a combo, is kicking and then putting his spear in the ground and slamming you against the wall. Make sure you're ready to dodge for this so you can turn around and punish him. If you see him put his spear in the ground and make these slow ranged attacks come at you, you should be sprinting around and charging your heavy attack so you can come in and punish him after. Sometimes he'll just vanish and then come back with a nice AoE attack, and other times he'll vanish and then come back with a giant heavy attack. These are bad times to be running around charging your heavy attack. It's also very fun to turn into Guan Ti, the fire wolf, because then he has a separate dialogue where he remembers the wolf coming by and burning down the temple. The fire wolf also takes a lot of damage that doesn't have to go to your guy. He has a heavy attack that can teleport across the room, and if you dodge and then use your heavy attack, you'll do a ton of damage to this guy. Sometimes you can even set him on fire. Speaking of fire, the Black Wind King has a gourd of his own, and when he takes a sip from it, he's gonna breathe fire in front of him. So if you see him take a sip, back up so you don't get burned. But if you do get burned, you can always use your fireproof mantle you picked up from Elder Chin Chi, and if you haven't done that or need help, make sure you head to my channel and watch the video on how. The other benefit to this is the giant defense buff you get, so you can take quite a beating and be able to walk away from it and use your gourd and reheal. Sometimes you'll catch the Black Wind King just standing around. This is a great time to use Immobilize and rush in with a full string of light attack combos to build your focus. But be careful, because if he's about to disappear or do a big move, your Immobilize isn't going to do anything on him. He just gets to come back and punish you for trying it in the first place. The strategy I used to beat him was starting outside the arena, charging a heavy attack while sprinting up to 3 focus points and laying it on him as soon as I got there. This took 20% of his health. After that, he goes into his Black Mist form and whips around the arena, but we know what we're looking for and the sound we're listening for so that we can easily dodge his attacks. Now I know he's doing a superhero landing and then another string of jump attacks. This is when I'm going to start charging another heavy attack up to 3 focus points and then turn around and punish him with it. But don't get cocky, you can't just do this over and over. Now's a good time to dodge and back up. Once he disappears and comes back and I know I've missed his initial attack, now I know I have time to start charging another heavy attack and then come in and punish him for another 20% of his life. When I got my 5th heavy attack in, I knew I was close, and my Immobilize came back since I used it early on, so I went ahead and used it and then brought out the big blue baby to finish things off. And that, my friends, is how I took down the Black Wind King, and hopefully you can use these moves to take down the Black Wind King yourself, but something tells me we're going to be seeing him again. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey.